unravel this way with my hand. Ooh, Jesus. I'm just pulling. Okay, I need to start over. This is a mess. Because it's just not worth it, you know? The damage and cutting off your hair, it is not worth it. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time watching a video, welcome to this fun, positive, informative, crazy, kooky channel. So glad to have you. Please make yourself right at home. And if you are a returning subscriber, I love you. Thank you so much for continuing to support this channel. I'm really looking forward to growing this tribe. So thank you guys for messing with me. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a lock takedown, and you're gonna see me looking at the viewfinder a lot just because I don't have a mirror. And yeah, I'm gonna need a see, but I don't know if you can see it. Like, this one's already trying to come out. Like, some of these are busting out the seams. They're ready. These are about 8 weeks old, a little over 8 weeks. It's really gross, but I really wanted something that was gonna last a while, and they serve their purpose, and it's time to take them out. It's long overdue. And these, I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but these are like the butterfly slash distressed slash boho, whatever it's called. It has so many names, so I don't really know the logistics of it, to be honest, but these are a little bit more complex than your normal lock.
So really quick, I know this video is pretty long. It's going to appear like I'm on literally one lock the entire video because of how the clips were organized. I will provide the timestamp in the description of where I'm actually showing you the steps, so you can skip to that part if needed. Also, this is an 8-week style, so be prepared to see a lot of dandruff. Don't act like you've never seen it before. My hair is definitely clean now, so don't worry.
So we're gonna go ahead and try to take these down. Stop it. Look, my cat has been super needy today. I don't know what her problem is, but sorry about that. So the tools that you are going to need. I got my stuff ready. Okay, you're going to need a comb. All right, now I prefer a rat tail comb, something like this with, you know, the pointy edge, or you can use, you know, the regular thin combs. And then you're gonna need a pair of scissors. These hair scissors, or like whatever. This is, we're taking this down, so use whatever scissors you got. I got some scrunchies here and just a clip. This is gonna take a while, so this is gonna be a little bit of a chit chat video for us to kind of just, you know, talk a little bit. I really wanted to talk about the new moon. So we actually just experienced our first new moon of the year. Super cool. And it was a moon in Capricorn, and it's so funny, my best friend last night was like, oh my god, you should do a video on your new moon ritual. And number one, I had already kind of begun, and then number two, I was like, I'm not there yet. Like, girl, I'm just a baby astrologer out here. I don't know much. But I did look into sort of what that meant, you know, the new moon being in Capricorn. What does that really mean? And what does that, like, what does that mean for the collective? And what does that mean for me? And I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart, if you guys are into astrology like that. So I have a lot of Cap in my chart. I have it like in 3 areas. And I found out that Cap is actually in my first house. So I'm just gonna like, something fell out, so that's a good thing. So I'm really just taking this to kind of pull these loops out. So, oh my god, my comb broke. I found out that Cap is in my first house, and I kind of learned a little bit of like what the houses mean. So I feel super cool that I learned that, because I always see that and I'm like, what the heck is a house? Like, what is it? Like, what? It's just so many elements to this. There's levels to this astrology shit. And you know, the Capricorn, you know, the goat is known to be, very practical and calculated.
Very hardworking and just, ooh, I'm trying to get this out. Right now, Right, so we're getting somewhere, you guys. As I'm talking, I'm kind of just getting the bottom of the lock like unraveled, and see how that couldn't come apart. So that's where I'm just gonna cut it out of your life.
What else are they? Let me look up some traits because I don't want to forget anything important. I don't want to count us out. So they are known to be organized, melancholy, serious, structured, down to earth, loyal, yes, reliable. Maybe, okay, so this is all for the women. So keep in mind, sorry, I'm not really showing y'all a sec. Keep in mind that it really just depends, like someone's personality and everything. There's just so many factors in someone's chart. Like you really can't just go based off of a sun sign. And I hope that all of us in 2021 realize that, like, do not judge people based off of their sun sign. That's crazy. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you are with a Capricorn man or whoever and they don't really match these traits, trust me, it's a lot of other stuff that goes into that. But yeah, reserved, goal-oriented, that's a big one. So with this new moon in Capricorn, with all those traits, it was the perfect opportunity to, for one, set intentions for your new beginnings. It's a new year, and you know, with it being in Capricorn, it's really going to amplify any career changes, reaching your goal and obtaining that structure in your life. And I just thought that was super exciting.
2 hours later.
Right now I'm just taking my fingers, and honestly I should be using this comb, but so yeah, you're just gonna go through and pick the bottom. And again, like, you can cut this if you know your hair is nowhere near the bottom. You can cut this. Like right now I'm doing the most because my hair is this is like a not a blonde, but like a gingery brown. So as you can see, there's none of that down here. I can really just cut this, but I'm being dumb. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, the cat moon. So yeah, this was a perfect time to really reflect on what you want to set for yourself going forward. And to me, all that just goes to say that 2021 is, in the moon starting off in Capricorn and all that jazz, is just telling me that we all need to be where the money resides, you know? All 2021.
And that's on who? Mary had a little lamb. Okay.
I also realized, for me personally, that Capricorn falls in my first house, and I'll probably do a video on houses now that I kind of know a little bit about it, but pretty much certain traits will be amplified during that time. Now the first house is all about self and your image, your identity, how you portray yourself. And I thought that was really interesting. I was reading that if the new moon fell within your first house, like mine did, that it would be a good time to like change up your appearance.
Maybe get a new hairstyle, haircut, and you know, just switch up your look, because that is going to be illuminated. It's really going to spark how other people view you in a very positive light.
I was like, wow, so I don't know if maybe I should have took these out the day before or yesterday or whatever, but I thought that was pretty interesting. I probably should have manifested like a bigger butt or something, because that was the time to do it, you know? I did focus on my identity a lot. Journaling, I did focus on how I want to create my brand. So I'm excited to see my manifestations come forth.
Sorry guys, my camera died. And I really hate when that happens. I don't know if it is my camera. I have a Canon G7X. And I don't know if it's just the camera, the battery for that camera specifically, but the battery is whack, y'all. I have 2 batteries and they both just die crazy fast. So I don't know what's up with that.
So like I said, last night I was doing my new moon ritual, which just consisted of me journaling, reflecting, releasing the old, inviting the new, because of the drastic change that I've made within my sort of financial or my career. I'll probably do another video on that. Yeah, I did those candles and I journaled. I did a guided meditation and that was really nice. I love just like the feeling after a deep meditation. It's literally the best. But I was just vibing last night, you know? Really, really good energy.
3 hours later.
So one of the questions in my journal, my reflective questions, was what am I doing today that I would not have done a year ago? And I had a whole list of things because I just sort of began my spiritual journey April or May of 2020. So I'm really still a baby in the game, but like anyone will tell you,
the work that you put in within your spiritual journey, you don't even notice how fast you're going because it's just such a drastic thing.
Like you uncover so much, you're constantly learning. Here's where we are. Undoing the twist as I go. I'm in the beginning phases of my spiritual journey and I'm just learning so much. Like there's certain aspects that you don't realize of yourself that you're just like, whoa, that's really not the best trait, you know? And you're really just supposed to be aware of it. Don't be hard on yourself and think you're an awful person. That's not all that you are, you know? There's a reason why your ego creates these seemingly negative traits. It's normally a form of defense or protection. Your ego is constantly trying to protect you. And sometimes we don't need protecting. Once you uncover those traits and you face them head on and you become aware of them, you can take a step back and be like, listen, I don't gotta do that. I really don't. I am getting off track. You can see my hair is finally coming through, so now I gotta be careful.
I'm just unraveling, pulling apart the loops, just taking my finger and pulling out the loops, you guys. I don't know of a faster process than this, because you don't want to get too crazy. Now once you're able to see the wrap, now you can actually just unravel, like so, and then pull out.
So yeah, shadow work was one of the things that I'm doing now that I didn't do a year ago. Learning about astrology, like diving deeper into it. I've always been connected to astrology as far as just being really in tune with my sun sign. Like I figured out that I was an Aquarius sometime, I don't know. Okay, I do know. So I got this necklace. I want to say it was from my mom. I really don't know where she got it from, or like maybe it wasn't her. I don't know who gave me that necklace. It had to have been something I had from like real young, like maybe age 4 or 5. It was a cute gold necklace. I forgot what the actual pendant was, but on the back of the pendant it said Aquarius and it had the dates for Aquarius. And I remember being in elementary school, just like, you know, I've had it on my whole life, so I didn't really notice it until like really that day after I took a shower or something. And I just looked at it and I was like, oh, this is cute.
I looked at the dates and I was like, hey, my birthday falls within these dates, so I must be an Aquarius. And I started to like look into it a little bit more.
I had like these astrology books. Again, don't know where I got it. This is what makes me feel that this stuff is real, because I can't tell you how these books came into my life, how these items came into my life. I was led to learn about astrology at a very young age. And so once I looked into these books, and because back then, this is before Google really became poppin'. Like I don't know if Google was around. It probably was, but I probably wasn't using it as much. This was like still elementary school. Yeah, just kind of learning that
we're really future oriented, very smart, determined, humanitarian, you know, vibes.
We're very different. Different is a good word. We're very different. Very weird, but in a good way. And I just love that. I love that for us.
But yeah, I encourage everyone to go on their own personal spiritual journey. At the end of the day, everyone has their own philosophies, and
no one really truly knows. The only thing that we know is that we know nothing. So feel empowered to go on your journey, to learn all you can learn. Don't be afraid to be open-minded, because it's better to learn everything and make a sound judgment based off of that, versus doing something your whole life just because someone told you to, or someone told you that was right. It's better to make that decision for yourself, because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you are responsible for yourself. You know, where you end up, you're gonna be going through those doors solo.
One eternity later.
Alright, so you guys have watched me struggle enough with these, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish these off camera. So I will see you guys then. Hey guys, we're back, and as you can see, this is clearly a new day. I'm not even gonna lie to you, the method that I was using before, like it was gonna take my whole life. Like honestly, my best friend is a lifesaver, because like I couldn't even finish the video. It was taking forever. I had to take a break, and it was just a lot. This is gonna be so much more convenient. It's gonna be faster. This you can take out within a couple of hours.
So sorry for the beginning of this video, but that's life. It's trial and error, and yeah.
So I'm looking a little crazy. I have my hair tied up in the front because the dandruff is so real. Like I didn't even want to put you guys through that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take down these last two remaining locks so that you guys can see the better process that we got going on. So I don't know if you watched the beginning of this video or if you skipped to this very moment. What you're gonna need is a pair of scissors, possibly a comb, and yeah, that's about it. So to begin, we're gonna just start off with this lock right here, and I'm gonna try to zoom in just a tad bit. Okay, so this is a little uncomfortably close, but I hope you guys can see. And what we're gonna do is cut off the very end of your faux lock. Now, if your hair is the length of your faux lock, then you're gonna wanna just detangle the end with your comb. So maybe I'll do one detangling and one cutting. I discovered that my hair shrunk within these faux locks, so although my hair is the length of these faux locks, if not longer, I know that if I cut off just a bit of the ends, my hair will be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one so you guys can see. Picking it out. This is probably the worst part of it. So once you get past this, it gets a little better. Okay, and then you just want to make sure you detangle the ends. Just pick it out with your comb. This is very, very important. Okay, and you want to pluck until you have about an inch of it plucked. It's a pretty good amount. So now that you have the end detangled a bit, now you're going to just slightly tug. Pretty much you're gonna tug at the hair that's wrapped, and you're gonna see that you have your braid or your twist underneath the wrapping. Until it's removed like that. This was the hair that was wrapped. This is the twist underneath. Now we still have a little bit more wrapped hair, so we're gonna now begin at the top or the root. So we kind of worked our way up just to make sure we don't have any huge knots as we're pulling down. So now that we're halfway through, we can start at the root. I'll move this headband back a little bit. So we're gonna hold on to the root of our hair. We're just gonna slide down. Kind of pull down the ends and then keep sliding. Once it gets tough, just kind of keep sliding from the bottom until it comes out. And so here there's a little bit of a knot at the end, so I'm just going to carefully unravel with my fingers, or you can use your comb. This is my hair, so I'm just being really careful. There's just one piece at the top that is stuck up here, so I'm trying to gently unravel it. Okay, there we have it. That is out, and now the only thing left to do is to unravel your hair from either the braiding hair, or if the stylist used your natural hair, the last part is for you to just untwist your real hair. Why the stylist used braiding hair on top of wrapping hair when my hair is long enough to braid itself, I have no idea, but listen. There we have it. This lock is out. Okay, so last one, I'm gonna go ahead and snip the ends because again, I know my hair does not come all the way down here. It has shrunken within this faux lock process. So just to make things a bit easier, I'm just gonna snip off about 1 inch from the bottom. Detangle the end. So now that the end is detangled, looks like that, we're gonna begin to tug. So again, we're gonna start about a third of the way and just tug. And again, you can see the twist underneath the wrapped hair. Now it's stopped, so there's a little bit of a knot here in the middle. So I'm just gonna take the comb and kind of pluck at this knot a little bit. And we only wanna pluck it so that the wrapped hair is released from the twist underneath. And now we can begin tugging again. So I pretty much just loosened that knot just by pulling the braid or twisted hair underneath up from under the wrap. Now I can just pull like so, and it just comes right out. So again, we're gonna take the remaining wrap hair at the top, hold on to your roots and tug. Don't tug too hard, because you want to be able to feel when you can't tug anymore. So just tug and you know, work your way down, and then work your way back up and tug again. Just holding on to your hair, pulling the rest down. And voila. And that is it, you guys. All of the locks are out. I hope you got the technique and the steps with just the 2 locks that I left out, because like I said, the rest of my hair was taken out the wrong way. So this is so much easier, so much faster, crazy. So, and it's safe. None of my hair was cut off. My ends, obviously some need to be trimmed, but there's not like damage going on, so that is good. My hair was protected the whole time, and I probably would rate it like maybe a 6 out of 10. 7. Baby, wake me up. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment if you feel inclined to. That really helps me out. I genuinely appreciate all of your support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.